BrainStain. So you guys, the KKK,
I know, dude. They're coming over in Anaheim.
they're back. Yeah.
What is that?
In force.
I can't believe it.
It's just nonsensical.
Nah, and even so close by, I'm like surprised.
It's just, I mean, luckily there were so few of them.
Like literally, they were.
You know, it's like, they're like seriously like 8 people or something.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure there's more, but the ones involved in this whole, what do you call it, confrontation?
Event. Yeah,
I mean,
event.
yeah, exactly. You know, I kind of feel like, part of me feels like
tell them what happened.
Oh yeah, so in Anaheim, a group of KKK members decided to do
A rally.
A rally, you know, not like a violent rally necessarily, but a rally. And then of course, protesters showed up, and violence broke out.
Yeah.
And some stabbage happened with the back end of a Confederate flagpole.
Wow.
Dude.
Yeah.
Of all things, it's like quite a message.
It's so silly. But from what I understand about it, you know, obviously it sounds like the KKK might have been the victims, but, you know, part of me feels like they were like asking for it, you know?
I know, like
public rally.
I mean,
With your robes on
if you're
and
gonna
stuff?
dress like that, you know, they're wearing these stupid outfits. They look like police officers, but with these.
That was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
the video and I thought it looked like a cop was swinging this flag at someone. I was like, that was really that just seemed really odd.
Yeah.
And not until more cuts did I realized it was one of the KKK guys with this kind of uniform.
Because they're trying to exert like an authority,
Oh, man.
and they're trying to like look like they're together, and they're not just some crazy group of hillbillies.
Yeah, what is
So they weren't going with the white robe thing, I guess.
Yeah.
exactly what
yeah.
I thought. That's
the
why.
way, though.
That's why we were all. I think we were all super confused because there was no
Mm-hmm.
white robes. There was just these almost black suits, or not suits, but
It had that red and white cross
Yeah,
that
coats.
yeah.
and then they
Yeah.
had patches on, and it was just
Yeah.
really, really weird.
Yeah, ridiculous.
I don't know, dude. I can't even believe those people are still around. Like, what? Or is there like a thread?
Or at least still-
is it Reddit
still-
r/KKK member? Is there something?
Or like still, having membership and growing to like they didn't all
Yeah.
seem like super old people.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
It just
when you
feels
see
like-
younger ones, it's really just like sad and pathetic.
Yeah.
Like when you see an older one, you're like, old people, they get stuck in their ways. I mean, it's still bullshit,
Mm-hmm.
obviously, but old people are different, you know, like, I mean, especially old people. But some of these people are like, like in their 20s, probably 30s. Like
Yeah.
normal, like they should not have this completely ridiculous view of the world.
Yeah. I mean, maybe the young people just grew up with those old people, as their parents. So then
I mean, that's true.
the
They
younger
can.
generation
yeah.
goes into it. But what a stupid
Mm-hmm.
thing. And then obviously there's going to be violence that break out because there's protesters who are almost at fault for just giving them attention. But I'm not saying you shouldn't stand up for them, And then just a fucking flagpole though, like stab.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what they
flagpole.
I don't know what they planned or like in protesting them. Did they really feel the need that like, no, we got to get together and stop them? Were like people gathering? Or
I mean,
did they just make
yeah.
a spectacle of
Like,
themselves?
what was the gathering
Could you
even
just-
about? Was
could
it
they-
just to get it more people? Like, all the KKK members, let's
Rally?
meet at Anaheim,
Well-
and let's see how many come.
Some people just like to express their freedom of speech, honestly.
Yeah, it'd be hard for some people
it's
not
kind
to
of like
bother.
it's kind of like when you see like bronies out in public being proud of being bronies. Like, they just have that. Like, people have this weird fetish with the First Amendment, the
Okay.
freedom of speech, and so they try to they love to just do it. I mean, no doubt that these people are racist, as well, but. It's like they should know, like, no one their ideologies are so outdated. No one supports them. They're going to get beat up if they go out in public and behave the way they do. I mean, I'm not saying that they deserved to get beat up.
Yeah.
But they should know, like, racism. Being a KKK member, we all know what that means.
Yeah.
You know,
exactly.
you're basically saying like, I support all the bullshit the horrible shit done to black people throughout history.
Yeah.
Like, that's basically what you're saying by
What
saying.
is
and so
their
it's like,
goal? I don't even understand why they're still around. Like, nothing that they, exactly what you're saying, nothing that they support or we
Ethnic
assume they
cleansing of
support
some type.
is ever going to come back, you know?
Nope.
Like, what are you thinking, dude?
Or no, like, yeah, I don't see any kind of like a future where humans take an acceptance to racial division and just say like, yeah, whites in this group and
Yeah.
other races or whatever, Mexicans this group and blacks or whoever is in control. I guess it would. would be the hierarchy based off of. But like, yeah, that's not really our future. It's not really possible.
No.
It's
not in like America and most of the first world. It's not possible.
Maybe you could start World War III off that premise, but it's definitely not where it ends.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, diversity is the end. That's like in the good way. Like diversity is where our paths are going to take us eventually. Mm-hmm. Like no matter how much people dislike it, it's like the track record shows. Look at human history throughout time. It's like every once in a while, a segment of people will become very closed off from the rest of the world. But in today's day and age, in this day and age rather, it no longer occurs. Like it's very hard to completely separate yourself without some serious government shit going on.
Yeah.
And if you're in the same country, especially, diversity is just going to happen.
And that notion that we're all kind of going to be one race in the future. In a way, what it makes me think about. Like a sci-fi story or something, like really far in the future, when we get to a point where we actually where we don't want that to happen in the same way that we don't want all of our food to turn into nothing but just
we want to keep all the different.
Do you know what I'm saying?
We want to keep the diversity.
Yeah, where we get to a point where we're like, well, actually, no, we don't. Like that'll go away. Those qualities start to become sought after, and we actually have this thing, just like how we actually, where it's like.
I think at that point, it's going to be like people can just choose to change whenever they want to.
Oh, yeah. We'll have some genetic stuff going on, probably, engineering pipettes.
Like, there's going to be people with all kinds of skin colors. Like, why not,
Zebra people.
Why not, Purple.
Blue.
Yeah, yep.
Going Avatar.
Green. Yeah. Oh, yeah, the Avatar. People are going to have that same pattern even put on them.
Yeah.
Little stripes.
I wonder if they'll be able to change it while they're alive. Go back down to the clinic, we'll alter your genes. It takes a few months, but it'll start showing.
Yeah, but could you imagine it ends up like video games where you can buy skins? Like the government owns the skins.
That sounds terrible.
Microtransactions.
It's like, do you want Avatar skin? You got to pay 200 euros or whatever it is, or units or whatever. Who knows what you're doing at that point?
I mean, people put a lot of money into tattoos.
Yeah, I'm one of them.
Yeah, hey, a full body weird transformation. I could see people spending a good chunk of money on that.
Yeah, I know.
And you might do it if you could change it, if it was something that could change every so often. I could see people doing it every few years,
Especially wiener jeans.
Wiener jeans. Yep. You can add all kinds of weird.
Go corkscrew for a week.
Yeah.
Oh my God. You're like, dude, I'm going to Vegas.
Yeah.
I got a corkscrew.
Yeah, I need a restraint. I need some restraint. And he's like, I got the perfect thing for you, buddy. And it's just whoop, corkscrews up. You're like, it's only good for pissing.
Is that like a surgery? Is that a surgery? Or what would that even be?
It's just fun.
It's just genetic stuff.
Yeah, and then when you get back from Vegas, you straighten it back up.
Basically,
do you get an injection? You just get a needle to your wiener and it just corkscrews up?
Man. What happens is you get in a bed and you submerge into this goo, and your entire body gets broken down into just its bare DNA.
Okay.
And then the computer does all this calculation, adds things, takes things away, and then builds you back together.
No, it's exactly like a butterfly. The whole butterfly thing.
That's exactly what it is.
That shit. That's crazy.
It's like a butterfly, but with a big robot doing it. Big computer system.
Weird.
Yeah, that's good. What's it called?
Metamorphosis.
Yeah. See, I was just thinking you step into a cage and then it just sprays a skin on you.
Well, how are you going to be an 8-foot tall blue person with hair that connects to other things that you could share emotions?
We're just talking about skin. Now you're changing.
We're talking about DNA.
I was specifically just talking about wiener alteration. I don't know what the hell you guys are talking about.
We were talking about. Well, this is kind of the same thing.
I know.
Because the hair is now your wiener.
That's how they do it.
People, and that's how you do it. Yeah.
They were very family friendly anatomy in that.
Yeah. Yep. There was stuff going on somewhere, though, I think.
Was there a wiener shot in Avatar?
There's no wiener shots, but they wear loincloths.
I mean, they're flips and stuff. You've got to be able to see a blurry one real quick,
Wieners. I don't think so.
Just for the authenticity.
Zack Snyder didn't direct this, so I don't think there's any blue wieners going on in it.
He had his chance to come on, blue wieners. Alien ones too, the Avatar ones. That would have been so perfect.
I forget how they're
in Avatar 2.
Yeah, let's hope for it.
I think their outfits really tuck it up. So I think
I have a feeling the next Avatars are going to be even more PG-13 than the first one. Not that the first one was very PG-13.
I'm still not even sure if there's ever going to be another one, man. James Cameron he keeps on holding it off, you know?
Oh, is
too much money?
Well, I think it's like he's just trying to think of the right time to do it, you know?
Dude, talking about wieners, did you hear about how Star Wars is going to add gay characters?
Well, I heard that there was going to be a gay character, but that's fine. I mean,
why's it got to be wieners? What if it's a lesbian thing?
Well, geez. Just wieners, so many wieners.
Oh, it could be a lesbian thing. I know, it could be. It could be Rey. It could be the Jedi girl.
What?
What if she ended up being a lesbian? Hey, you know?
No, dude, she's cute.
Yeah, but still, that happens sometimes.
Yeah, lesbian's not completely off the market. Don't worry.
I know, dude. Actually, I've seen some cute lesbians. I'm like, damn.
There's a lot of cute lesbians. It's weird. It's really weird. I'm not weird. It's surprised. I'm just, like, oh, weird.
What is? I don't know. I thought it was sort of lame that it was actually newsworthy that Star Wars is adding gay characters. It's like, so what? But I know it is different.
I mean, honestly, it might be just for them to say, just to get it out there already, so it's soft by the time the movie comes out. So people aren't gonna be like, what? And all this controversy about the movie. Like, oh, there's gay characters.
Star Wars is
gay.
Yeah, now there's gonna be all this outrage by Fox News and shit, probably. But then when the movie comes out, they've already had all the rage.
They made Star Wars gay.
Yeah, could you imagine that parents pull their kids because there's gay characters now that
Finn and Poe. Sorry.
What, dude?
They had something, and you felt it when you saw it. Everybody felt it. That moment when they pass each other.
Yeah. And he's like, that's a good pilot.
Yes, dude. He's all about that Poe, man. I'm just saying. I'm not, it's my theory. It's a prediction.
Could you imagine? That would be weird.
That way we can keep Rey in this far off fantasy of
for the rest of us
attainability for straight men all around the world.
I mean, how strange it is that there's still parents that would take their kids away just because Star Wars adds gay characters to it.
Just because Poe loves Finn,
they literally won't let their kid watch a movie.
No, I can prove to you that won't happen because Jar Jar Binks, no one cared about that. He was clearly gay.
Well, I mean,
what?
He was not. I mean, he was.
I saw the way he was looking at.
You're not. If you were a Gungan, you'd understand.
Okay, I was like,
gay is the closest word that we can use to describe what Jar Jar was.
Man, I gotta rewatch it then, because I was a young kid when I.
No, Jar Jar was asexual.
Yeah, I mean, he was weird.
Yeah. I'm sure maybe animals. He's probably found animals a bit interesting. He seems like he would.
Ah, dude.
Because he looks like he is an animal. He has a big weird face.
He's got to be attracted to something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know either, man. I'm just
Actually,
saying.
I wonder, is that a valid statement? Like, you got to be attracted to something.
No, it's not a valid statement. I don't think so.
Invalid.
Isaac Newton wasn't.
Like a neutered dog a lot of times doesn't seem to be attracted to anything anymore. I mean, it's not always the case. Some neutered dogs don't lose that, but some do. They become, what's that word?
Asexual?
Eunuchs.
Eunuchs.
Yeah.
What is that?
Like a eunuch is someone who, you actually have your balls chopped off.
Yeah,
because that does take away your sex, a lot of your sex drive if you get if you straight up get your balls cut off.
Your testosterone production affects it directly. It shuts it off.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not 100%.
Your hormone.
But it's on dogs at least. It's enough to really affect their personalities. So
maybe Jar Jar Binks was a crazy character and they just cut his balls off and then he.
Oh, he was a eunuch. There you go.
Yeah, that's right. He's a eunuch.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That
makes more sense.
Is there a conspiracy or not a conspiracy?
Because I think if you actually even look at his model, the model of him, I don't think he has junk.
Yeah.
There's no genitalia.
I don't think there's any bulge or anything. Those pants that he wears are pretty tight, so I think there'd be a bulge.
Unlike a modern movie today where they would never neglect such details.
I mean,
bulge is very important.
Bulge is important. You gotta figure out the right size and make sure it's not too noticeable, but at the same time, if someone looks, there's gotta be something there.
I've heard it from girls. They say you always gotta. It's different. Every guy has a different bulge.
Yeah.
They all look. It's kind of like how you recognize faces. Like they recognize bulges.
Yep. It's the same thing.
I recognize that bulge from anywhere.
He's not fooling anyone.
That's Johnny's bulge. I know that. Oh my god. Anyway, it's just back to the real story here.
Yeah, the fact that any parents would actually have an issue
in
with gay
2016,
characters.
yeah.
I mean, obviously those KKK members, they would probably boycott.
Yeah.
But that's like I think people who are that kind of old-fashioned are dwindling. It sounds sad, but every day they die off.
I know, seriously.
The young generation, the percentage of young people who still have a problem with race or sexuality is dwindling. I mean, it's so minimal. It's like, I'm not going to say percentage because it'd be bullshit, but it's not very big.
Yeah. I mean, even my parents are saying that, like how things don't change because there's all these old people that have these laws and taking place. But unfortunately, what's the real problem is that the people that hold the laws pass it down to the next group, which are corrupted, and keeps going. But like I agree, I know what you're saying though. All in all, the whole
laws are behind.
Yeah. Are ahead
in some
of us,
ways.
Are changing. Like people's insight and just thoughts of how the whole society should work are changing for sure.
Yeah, absolutely, and the world reflects that slowly.
Yeah,
I mean,
I just feel like the really high people aren't there for some reason.
I think they are in some cases. As long as it doesn't affect them, truly. Like, I mean, because right now, like gay marriage is legal 100% in the United States.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's like the top people made that rule.
Yeah,
the top federal people. So
Supreme Court, right? Yeah.
Probably. And they're all old people.
Yeah.
I just think they see the society changing and they look at that situation, they realize there's really no downside to it, to legalizing gay marriage. And so they were just like, okay, let's just do it, They kind of, because in some ways, they actually care what the society, believes at the moment. And they might resist it at times, but eventually it comes through.
Yeah, for sure.
But there are a legit population of people still in the United States who are completely against it.
I know, like
they kind of represent like a part in our government where like it's time decider.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
they decide when, like it's almost like they eventually do make everything kind of happen, but they're just like, well, not yet.
Yeah.
Next time the court case.
We can't go too fast.
Yeah.
Take it slow.
And a lot of times it's a shame that it kind of still works like that. I feel like society and humanity in general is
really
speeding up, and its political systems are not designed to deal with an advancing society and a globalizing society.
Literally holding
going
us back
so fast.
Exactly.
Yep.
We can't keep up with ourselves.
I mean, because the culture changes like so quickly, just like yearly. It seems nowadays, where it used to be like things would last like 5-10 years.
Not with the internet, man.
No, exactly. The internet makes things go by so fast.
It's like an order, It's like, look, this is how we're all rolling, or the majority of us are rolling. You're either with us or you're gone. And then and there's little things that change the political people. Like everyone knows the classic story of a Republican son that's gay, and they're like, oh no, gay, gays are cool.
Yeah,
like,
Dick Cheney was supportive of gay marriage
as
before Hillary Clinton. So take that. He was a horrible person every other way, but
and it's because of his daughter. Was that?
I think it was his daughter. Yeah. So, which does happen a lot of times. It's like now I see how it really is because I'm experiencing. I love my daughter. She's a great person.
Yeah, they don't even question for a second the humanity of that person when they're that close to them.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like okay, and then
it just sucks
switches like a light switch.
Like it's so pathetic that people can't use empathy beyond their children or their closest family. Like they can't have understanding at least of those people. It's like they need it firsthand to be able to realize it. Like, come on, you guys. Sheesh.
Yeah.
And a lot of these people are supposed to be hired in government, and that's how non-functional their brain is, that they can't come up with these beliefs until their child is dealing with it.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Nonsense.
What a weird I don't know.
I mean, at least he did. At least he did change.
Yeah.
But
Sure.
the fact that he didn't already believe that is a sign of, his inability to relate with anybody who's not him.
Yeah.
Any other human being, pretty much.
Yeah, he's pretty.
That was really low.
Anyone who wasn't a lizard person.
That's right. Yeah.